Hello, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening. I am very good. What about you? How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you. How was your day?
My day was good. Yes, it went well.
That's great. Right. Have you traveled around?
Yes, I have traveled a lot of places in India,
Uh-huh.
even in Delhi also.
How did you like Delhi?
Delhi, yeah, there are so many places of tourist interest that I
Right.
visited, so I like that those places.
So, when did you visit Delhi? Was it a long time ago?
I visited Delhi thrice. First time I visited it was in 2010, then in 2014, and then in 2017.
Okay, all long time back.
Mm.
Yes, Delhi has changed a lot ever since. There has been so much, renovation going around in a lot of places. It's an altogether new city now. Right. Does Guwahati have metro?
No, no, Guwahati doesn't.
Not yet.
No, no.
Like, would you like Guwahati to have metro?
Yeah, it would have been very good if we had the same facility that you have here in
Mhm.
Delhi.
Right. But I think Delhi has faced a lot to have, has paid a lot to have metro. There has been massive deforestation because of metro.
Yeah, if you want to get something, then you have to sacrifice something also. There is no
Right.
other.
You get some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Right. But would you want Guwahati to lose its vegetation to get metro?
Now the situation is like that. You see, the when you are commuting every day to your office, and if you don't reach your office in time, every day you have to take the travel.
Right.
Then obviously we will look forward to those
Right.
facilities come up
Right.
here.
Right. Right. Definitely. But I think balance can definitely be maintained.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Definitely. So, which other places have you visited, sir, around India?
Uh, from Delhi, we went to Haridwar, then Agra,
Okay.
and
Did you get to see Taj Mahal?
yeah, I went to
Uh-huh.
Ajmer also. And
Right.
in Himachal Pradesh, Simla, Manali,
Mm-hmm.
there in Uttarakhand, Mussoorie also, and
Okay.
In South India also many places like Bangalore, Chennai, Puducherry, Madurai,
Mm-hmm.
Trivandrum, Kanyakumari, Uti,
Wow.
Mysore,
I would say you've traveled a lot.
and in the west, Mumbai and Goa.
So, which places have you not traveled? That will be a better question.
No, there are a lot of places still yet to travel. Like I have not traveled some places that I wanted to. That is in Rajasthan,
Oh,
and
you've never
one
been to
more.
Rajasthan?
No, no, I never been to Rajasthan.
All
Actually,
right,
it
it's
didn't
beautiful.
happen. I wanted to visit, but it did not happen. Something just came up
Hmm.
important that
Right,
I had to abandon that plan.
right, right. Maybe sooner in future you could go to Rajasthan, visit it.
Yes, yeah, yeah, must, yeah.
Right. Which is one of your most memorable experiences from all these travels you've done?
There are so many places in hill areas. Oh, even I traveled to Kashmir also. So
Oh,
Kashmir is one of the best place. So everybody knows about that.
uh-huh.
And Simla, Manali, Kanyakumari also. When it comes to, uh, coastal places, Goa.
Mhm.
These are the places, yeah, I like.
That's amazing that you've experienced India from all the directions.
Yeah.
Right. Before we move ahead, I would correct you. I would correct you somewhere grammatically.
Yes, yes.
So you said that Kashmir is one of the best place, right?
Yeah.
while
Best
grammatically
places.
correct places exactly.
Yeah. Because out of
Right.
some places, there should be one of the best places.
Yes, exactly. These are things that we know, but we miss out on.
Yes.
Right. Where would you like to travel to out of India?
Okay. So I always seen in some English movies or even in Indian Hindi movies also. So the place London I like very much.
London.
Yeah. And
Right,
another
right.
place is New York. So most of the movies and films,
Yes,
yeah,
right. They're
these places,
situated there.
yeah, that's how it fascinated me.
Right. And these are the most popular cities globally, London and New York.
Yes, yes,
Right. I think you should definitely search more places. There's Maldives, Philippine Islands. They're all beautiful island nations and very, very picturesque views.
yes.
Right. But
And nearby place, maybe Bangkok.
yes, I've heard Nepal is also very beautiful.
Yes, Nepal is also beautiful. Right?
Right. So a lot of places, there are so many places to visit.
Yeah, there is no end to it.
Right, right. Uh, do you have any travel ritual? Like a lot of people have travel rituals that they check certain things before they leave or anything. Did you have anything? Do you have anything similar?
No, before I go to some place, nowadays it is the uh, facilities there say you can search for the places, what are the places of interest in that particular place.
Right.
So we can Google it and find it out. And the connectivity. So from one place to other place, how can you go? What are the available mode of travel is there? The prices also. So you can compare it and we can make a chart. And I like to do it, and it makes it
Uh-huh.
comfortable
So you
for
make
us.
an itinerary.
Itinerary, yes.
All right. So are you somebody, if you're traveling with your family or with a group of friends, are you the planner among them all?
I like to go with my family, and I am the only planner that I do it.
That's nice. So you're not really somebody who likes to, go with the flow on a trip. You like to plan
No.
beforehand.
Yes, yes, I like to plan because I don't know about the places, so it uh, I may when I land there, I don't know where to go, who to
Right.
approach. So that
Especially while
it,
traveling with family.
yeah. So it is better if I know. And I also do like that. Suppose some of my colleagues or known person or relatives who have visited some places earlier, and
Right.
I want to go those places. I want to also visit those places. So I take uh, tips from them, and
Right.
it helps.
Definitely. Definitely helps.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Um, has it ever happened that you made a plan for a trip and it did not really work out? That the plan is not everything, the trip is not running as per the plan or is going wrong.
No, no. Fortunately, I'm very lucky in this case that wherever I went, whatever the plan I have made till now, it went
Mhm.
very well, and it was very smooth. The journeys, the staying on those places, I did
Uh-huh.
not have to suffer anything. It went very
Wow,
well.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful because most of the plans I make, they go wrong in some way, and then I have to do some damage repair or work on it. That's right. But another thing about trips is that there are always funny incidents, right? So,
Yes.
can you recall any funny incident from any trip that comes to your mind?
No, I can't recall any of those incidents happening.
Not at the moment. I caught you off guard.
Yes.
Right. Do you understand what catching off guard means?
Yeah, yeah. Because
Right.
somebody asked you something and you were not prepared for that. You just, uh,
Right. So you catch them off guard.
yeah.
That's wonderful.
Suppose
So
today we have met for the first time. Is it not?
right.
So at the beginning of the session, if I told you, "Hi, Mansi, how are you? It's our third session, isn't it?" Then you, oh my God, what happened? You
Right.
were
Right.
caught off guard.
Yes, I would have been embarrassed if I did not remember that. Right? Because it does happen a few times, every day you take so many sessions and it becomes difficult to, remember everybody.
Yes.
And then only after 5, 10 minutes, you're like, maybe I've met this person before in some session. That's right.
Okay, so why don't you tell me about your experience with Clapingo? How it's going?
Oh, it's been wonderful. And I don't say it only for the sake of it. uh, but it has been wonderful. I've been working here for over 6 months. So I was saying that it's a wonderful experience because as a speaker here, I get to meet so many people from different backgrounds, different places. So it's a wonderful experience for me because I am from psychology background. So it gives me exposure to people,
Yes.
and it's very sweet. In fact, the last session I had with somebody was a very sweet person who was full of energy, and it just brings so many experiences to you from home when you meet so many people in a day.
Yes, yes.
So my experience has been wonderful here. What about yours?
Yeah, my experiences are very good, and that's why I have been associated with Clapingo for such a long time. Uh,
Hmm.
I have been attending classes more than 130 sessions now.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, so I have talked to many tutors, and I like talking with them, and I've learned from them so many things, and I'm
Right,
applying all those things to my practical uh, in my practical life.
right, right. Definitely. That's wonderful. 130 sessions is a lot. That's nice. But I think the best part is that out of a very tiring day, you have this small window of 25 minutes to talk to somebody who you don't know from anywhere at all.
Yeah, it is not only about learning, but when we get to talk with so many people from different places, yeah, it
Right.
gives a bit, you can say a bit stress busters also.
Yes, yes, most definitely. It's an experience which is one of a kind,
Mm.
right? But it's wonderful, right? And I mean, I understand you haven't received session notes for some time now,
Yeah.
but which topics have been your favorite to discuss so far since you've attended so many sessions? Which topics did you enjoy the most?
Uh, I there are so many topics that I enjoyed. One of the topic was that uh, I had to sell one item, which was
Okay,
not normal. I mean, how to say, the term was used like a
it was
quirky,
unusual,
quirky item.
quirky item. Okay,
Yeah, I had to sell because I was made the seller and the tutor was the customer. So I had to sell.
okay.
I had to tell about the item, what are the benefits, and
Uh-huh.
why she buy it. That's how the
Right.
topics went.
Wow,
So I
that sounds
enjoyed.
like an MBA class.
So I enjoyed that one. And
Uh-huh.
I am as you asked today about my traveling experience, so I am very much comfortable saying about that. And say in 4 or 5 classes, I talked about my experience about traveling.
See, that's a very common topic, that one can talk about a lot.
Yes.
So it's like when you have nothing to talk, you can talk about travel or
Yes.
what you do in a day, right?
Yes. How was your day? How it went? Like that.
Right.
There-
What do you do
These
in
are
a
the
day?
common things that we discuss.
Right, right. I think something else you might enjoy other than reading is, do you ever listen to podcasts?
No, I never tried postcard. Even I don't know. I heard about this.
Right. So, podcast is something that I recommend to a lot of people because people who,
Do I have to buy some device for reading? I
oh,
mean, yeah,
for podcast?
yeah.
No, sir, you don't. You only have to install an application in your phone.
Okay,
There's this application called Spotify. So,
okay,
Spotify is a music app. There's a lot of music on it.
okay.
But on Spotify, you will also find n number of podcasts on different topics. Why I am recommending podcast to you is because I I understand you as somebody who just doesn't want to learn, but you enjoy different things,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Uh, so what you can do is you can look for a podcast of any genre that you like. There are podcasts on crime stories, mystery, there's
Yes.
history. Um, Basically, you write anything and you'll have a podcast on it.
Okay.
Travel stories, anything. There's so much. So, how they help you is when you listen to a podcast, you're listening to English. Uh, and you learn new words, you learn new ways of saying the sentence. That's how it
Yes.
helps you in English. Second,
Mm,
it just helps you with narration of things, how to narrate a particular story. And then third is, if you pick up a genre of your choice, you will enjoy it tremendously. And they're very small. It's like, suppose you're doing some work or you're coming back from office. You only have to
mhm.
put in earplugs and listen to it. It's like a
Yeah.
20-minute, 25-minute episode barely.
Yes, yes. When I'm commuting to my office, so while I'm traveling on a bus, so I keep
Right,
listening.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what genres are you interested in general?
Yeah, as you said, crime stories. Yeah, sometimes I like to read crime stories also. But nowadays I'm avoiding it because sometimes what happens that if you read, if there is so many things about violence, it affects us.
Right. It
Just
it affects your mental health.
yeah, yeah. So
Yes,
nowadays I'm not. I like to read some light stories
right. You'll definitely
and
find amazing things
and
there.
also the real stories also, like
Motivational stories.
motivational. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Right, right. You will definitely enjoy podcasts. I would recommend that you listen to somebody who's Indian
Hmm.
because then you relate more to the voice.
Yes, yes. Like,
So I'm sure you'll enjoy it while commuting. Right. Well,
yeah,
that brings us to the end of the session.
yeah. Now it's time for feedback.
So you speak very well. That's why even when I recommended podcast to you, I recommended only because you will enjoy it, not because of English, but you will enjoy it. English is like an additional thing for you,
Yeah, right.
and you speak very nicely and very elegantly, and that's wonderful. And you'll only keep improving. It's English language is something that everybody is always improving at.
Okay.
So that's great.
I'm trying to improve, and I hope I will be able to uh, high my level of spoken English.
I am very sure, and you're doing very great, sir.
Uh, Thank you, thank you very much.
Right. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. It was lovely meeting you.
Same
Good
here.
night. Take care.
Good night and goodbye. Bye.
Bye.